So bringing it back to that, I think there is something very similar between getting canceled on social media and being a Jew in this day and age. In both situations, it feels like the world hates you. It feels like every single person is out to get you, and you're just curious, who's gonna stand up for me? Who is going to watch what's happening and say, no, this is wrong? So I wanted to ask each and every one of you, what was it like when you were being canceled? Did you notice a bystander effect? And what's your advice to people who see Jason Aldean singing his song, or Amanda Ensing, the makeup artist I used to watch on YouTube growing up? It was found out that she was a Trump supporter. Sephora dropped her makeup palette collection that day. So what is your advice to people who want to stand up, but they're afraid that that would put the target on their back instead?
So I think the main thing to understand about cancel culture is it's really an outgrowth of just bully tactics. All it is the power of the mob relying on the fact that most people will be more afraid than they are willing to step up and say what is right. And that is also based on the fact that we respect way too many people's opinions. In terms of whose opinions I actually care about regarding myself, the number I could probably count on one hand in my life. That doesn't mean I don't care what people think necessarily. It doesn't mean I walk around and I'm intentionally rude or intentionally dismissive of people, or I misbehave in some way. But there should be very few people in your life you actually care about in terms of how you are viewed. Those are the people you should go to, if you share the same values, of course, to actually get a gauge on whether you are doing what is right, saying what is right, pushing the right values. And so even if 1 million people online want you dead, who cares? Like, who cares what a bunch of people you don't respect in the first place have to say? They are relying on the fact that we are, in our society, designed to care what the mob thinks. Really, the foundation of America is built on the fact that the mob should not have power. That's really what the Democratic Party are pushing every single day. They're always going on and on about the majority, the majority, the majority. So what if the majority wants something that's immoral? That doesn't make it right. And so I think we always need to come back to that fact of understand they're trying to bully you. I don't necessarily want everyone to speak up unless they're able to, because not everyone is in the same position. But that's why I try and speak out. I also try and push back against cancel culture on the right, because I think the fact is that we do see conservatives try and cancel people on the left. It doesn't happen anywhere near as much, but it does happen. And I think we need to really focus on objective thought, objective speech, and just return it to the point where we can actually look each other in the face and agree to disagree. I think would be something that would improve the country. But really to wrap up this thought, don't care what other people think. That will solve a huge number of problems in your life if you simply don't care.
Thank you, Ian.